In today's video, we are going to be talking about medical insurance and storing that information somewhere where we can get to it quickly and easily if we need to. So stay with me. Well, hi everyone, this is Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. And today we are back in our medical notebook, taking a look at adding a page for our medical insurance card. Okay, I got a new medical insurance card. I need to record that information in my medical notebook, and I thought I would show you how to do that. So, if that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you have not already. And please feel free to share this with anyone that you think would find it useful. Okay? With all that out of the way, let's jump into the computer and get started today on recording that important information that hopefully we will not need in case of emergency. All right, well, as you can see here on my screen, I have my medical information card page listed. And this is in my page templates of my health and wellness notebook. If you want to learn more about my health and wellness notebook, there is an entire playlist about that. I show you how I created the notebook, how I came up with all the different sections, and I have gone over a number of these page templates. For example, here's our medical history page. Here is our medical appointment page. Here is our doctor contacts. Here are our goals. And actually here is even our weekly tracking notebook that we set up just recently, okay? But today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on our insurance information, okay? Now, like I said at the top of the video, I just got a new insurance card and I like to store that information in OneNote. Remember, you can page protect pages in OneNote so you don't have to worry about information being lost or stolen, that kind of thing. But the reason that I always want to store that kind of information somewhere other than just the original card is because I'm one of those people who is terrified that I'm going to lose my wallet or have it stolen or something like that. And that's where I keep my original medical card. Okay, I know that I can store a picture of it on my phone as well, but I like having a little bit more information about it in OneNote, as we're going to talk about today. Okay, so let's get started. As usual, I've created a table to put this information in, and I have that right here. And we're going to kind of go over step by step some of the things that I think are important to store. And please feel free, if you have other ideas about things that you think would be a good idea to store on this page, please leave them in the comments below. Okay? All right, I'm going to scroll in here so you can see better. And all I did really was I created a 2-column table. And so to do that, you go up to the insert menu and you go to table and you say, I want a 2-column table by however long. Okay, and it gives you a table that looks like this, and then I just started filling it out, okay? So what did I fill it out with? Well, the first thing that I wanted to know is who is the name, what is the name of the policy holder? In this case, it is the wife, that's me, so I would put my name in here, and then below that I would put my date of birth, and then any dependents that I might have that are on this policy. Currently, it is just my husband, so I would put his name there and his date of birth as well. You simply could add more columns or more rows here if you needed to. If you had other children, that kind of thing, you could simply do this and say insert table, insert columns below, and that would add more places for name of dependent, and date of birth for those. Okay, so you could add child 1 here if you wanted to, child 1 and their date of birth, and so on and so on. Okay, so date of birth for that child. Okay, And then how I got this blue color in here is one of my favorite things to do is color table shading. So all you have to do to get that is you click somewhere in the cell, and then again you go up to table and all the way down to shading. And when you do shading, you get this drop down menu. You can choose whatever color you want. I currently have this blue color as my shading. You can see it's in the little bucket up here. So really a quick way is just to click on that bucket and it keeps the same color there for me, okay? The other thing that I wanted to know on this table is I wanted to know the name of the insurance plan that I have. So in this case, for filming purposes, I just wrote Insurance Company of the USA. But if you have Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you could put that in there. If you have Cigna, if you have Aetna, if you have any of those kinds of things, you put the name of your insurance company, okay? And then I put the plan address, especially if you're going to be submitting claims. I put the address in here so that if I need to look it up really quickly and I am, anywhere with, and maybe not have my wallet with me, I would be able to have that information, okay? Then the plan sponsor name is something that my card actually says. Some places it might say employer, who you're getting the plan from, or if it's one of the, the Affordable Care Act plans, it might look for that kind of thing as well, okay? Then there's a place for your ID number and your group number to tell them specifically what your insurance plan is. Mine always has a note to the physician that just because I carry this card, it doesn't mean everything's going to be covered. So I just put that in there as well. And then the payer ID is also listed in there. So that's just a place, whatever your insurance card has on it, you might want to put those specific columns there, okay? The other thing that I put is on the back of my card, I have lots and lots of phone numbers. If you're a provider and you need to see if something's covered, this is the phone number to call. If you're calling about prescriptions, this is the phone number to call. If you have benefits questions, this is the phone number to call, and on and on and on. So I listed that there just so that I would have that information. Sometimes if you carry your card in your wallet for too long and it rubs up against another card, those numbers start to wear off. So it's a good idea to have that information stored somewhere else, okay? Then down below that, I just started putting what kind of insurance that I have. So for example, my medical insurance, if I'm going to somebody that's, in network kind of thing, I have a $20 copay for that for specific things. And I just wanted to put that there so that I could remember, okay? Then for prescriptions, there might be a deductible for your prescriptions. Again, this is a good place to write that just to keep it kind of fresh in your mind. Dental, I have 2 yearly cleanings, that I can have done, so I put that in there as well. And then for vision, I can have 1 checkup every 2 years. I don't really know why my teeth are more important than my eyes, but there you go. And I can also put hearing down here because I am getting to that age where I need to start having my hearing checked, okay? And I can list the benefits for that. So you can see if you need to add more information, having things in a table makes it very easy to add that information. So if I want to put something else, I can simply go down here to the bottom, hit the tab key, and it gives me another row that I can start filling out information, okay? All right, now that I have all of that important information listed in there, the other thing that I like to do is I like to keep an image or a picture of my insurance card. And I also write down the location of that card. So for example, I might say here, the original card is stored in my wallet, okay? So that I know that. And if somebody's looking for it, somebody in my family, if there's a medical emergency and they need to take me to the doctor or the hospital, they will know where my card is at, okay? Or they can look here and see where it is at and have a picture of it, okay? So I'm not going to show you my medical card, but I did want to show you how easy it is to take a picture, with your phone or whatever, and then to be able to put that picture here in OneNote. So I'm going to click over here on this side. I'm going to go up to Insert, and I'm going to go down to Pictures from a file. That means I've already taken the picture, and I have here some screenshots that I just thought would be easy, to share. So you click on the picture that you want to put in, and you say Insert, and it goes and it puts that picture there for you. Okay, so you can make it a little bit smaller. You can move these things around. I like to put the front of my card on one side and then the back of my card on the other, so that again I have all of that information. I have all of those numbers that I need to call. I have the plan information and all of that kind of thing. So that really is it. Just quick and easy. A place to store your information for your insurance, your medical insurance card. You could do the same thing with your car insurance, your homeowner's insurance, anything like that that you want to store that information for. It's quick and it's easy to do this kind of thing. And this particular template is a great addition to my medical notebook. And again, if you'd like to learn more about my medical notebook, I will leave links for it in the description below and up above so that you can see how we created all of those other wonderful pages that we have used in this particular notebook. Okay? Well, if I've forgotten something, please let me know in the comments below what else might be helpful to store on this insurance card information page. I want to say thanks for joining me today. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I think you guys come up with the best ideas for pages for me to create. And until next time, here's hoping that you can live a more simplified and organized life through better planning. I use OneNote. Until next time, okay, bye.